my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you're so very welcome indeed. Why are we here? Tell you why we are here. 'Tis the season for what? Red carpets. Yes, my darlings. For what? Fashion police. So we are going to be out here and we are going to review what? We are going to review the Critics' Choice Awards. Are we ready? Because some of you said, Fumi, please review it. So I'm going to review it. Let me start with Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet, he brought his girlfriend partner, Kylie Jenner. I think that he looks absolutely gorgeous. The suit is giving me old school gangster, and I thought it looked absolutely beautiful. He looked beautiful. He looked happy. He's cut his hair, wore a tie, and he gave the most beautiful speech to his partner.
And lastly, I'll just say thank you to my partner of 3 years. Thank you for our foundation. I love you. I couldn't do this without you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And it's absolutely true, especially when you're in the entertainment business, show business, singer, songwriter, you know, you're in the front lines. You will never know how impactful their support system is. It gives them that balance amongst the crazy, because the crazy world of show business is exactly that. And if you see what happens in the kitchen, my God. So, Chalamet, I live and love you, and I'm so happy that you're happy. I want everybody to be what? To be happy. We have Wumi Musako. That's my uncle's name. And she wore Gap Studio by Zach Posen. Very apropos, very beautiful. It showcased her beautiful face, her shoulders, the decollage, and I loved the ombre blue tail at the end. She looked flawless and happy. I love the fact that they gave a little bit of backlessness in the back. And her hair was put together. Love the hairstyle. She looked she was with her man, and the man was wearing a velvet suit. You know how much I love velvet. You know how much I live for it. Woohoo! Live. Very nice, very beautiful. Blue eyeshadow, gorgeous. And the necklace and the earrings and the ring and the bracelet. That's a what? 1, 2, 3, 4 piece set, baby. Yes, mama, go right ahead. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Nothing to be said. Absolutely flawless and put together. Then we had Ethan Hawke. Is this Ethan Hawke? Ethan Hawke in bold. Okay, I tell you, the suit is fire. The suit is what? The suit is fire. I just wish that he had worn different shoes and the trouser was much longer. Much longer. The trouser was so short, it was giving me circus. Like a circus act, and he was coming out here with the lions. That's what it gave me. And I wish he had worn a turtleneck. This would have been fire. It's just that it wasn't styled all the way. So it looked a lot. It looked very busy when it did not have to. Even the last decoration at the bottom of the jacket was unnecessary. Then this would have been fabulous. We have Ariana Grande, and she was wearing Alberta Ferretti. This has to be one of the best I've seen her in a while. She's beautiful, and it's very dainty. Oh, the back is beautiful. The back is gorgeous. You know, like I said, when I came to New York to do the meet and greet, I've said this before, we were running around so much that I lost about 12 12 pounds in as many days. If you're doing a tour in any capacity, it wipes you out. I think herself and Cynthia Erivo. And so there was a time when she just looked very frail. But I understood it because it happened to me. And that was when I gave maximum respect to entertainers and to musicians that go on tour. You see, when you go for a concert, imagine you're up, you're dancing, you're singing, and you are kind of wiped out. And you're like, damn, I went for one concert last week, I'm still trying to recover. And these entertainers are out here doing it every single day, and some of them are even doing that concert twice a day. You can imagine the toll it takes on your body. That's all I'm going to say. Moving along. My God. Danielle Brooks said, wait on me. Yeah. I see it. It's giving me Azadinalaya. Where is this from? This is from Monar Official. Very racy indeed. Oh, wow. I love the dress. Live for the dress. And I see the tassels at the bottom. I would have lived for it if the knit was double stitched all the way to the lower hip, just to cover and, you know, give off for the panty, because I can see the panty and it cheapens the dress, if you know what I mean. To the point that she's sitting on a chair with her tongue hung out because you're giving off sexy lust. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But mama, you look hot. You look fire. I love the diamonds. I love the jewelry. I want you to keep that momentum. The chest was fine. It's covered up enough. Maybe you have coverage on the areolas. I would have lived. And is it? I think if I look at it, it's double knitted all the way up the leg and then spread out onto the hip. So it's deliberate. It's the thighs that it's showing. Okay, I see it now. It was the light before, so I couldn't see it. Okay. Ish. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I see it in the last frame. It's not bad at all. Baby girl, you look gorgeous. And your nails, chrome, beautiful. And your lashes are nice. Those eyelashes are well done. What lashes are these? Let us know. Who is your makeup girl? Beautiful. Lived, and loved. All right, moving along. We have Quinta Brunson. Quinta Brunson is going through a divorce. I did not know this. I'm so sorry. They only married in 2021. So it was not even 5 years. I'm so sorry, mama. What do I think about this? Is this like a very, very, very pale pink suit with a beautiful decollage underneath? I think so, because she's wearing pink eyeshadow. I think so. I love it. I live for it. I think it's gorgeous. I think that the sleeve could have been, you know, a quarter of an inch up more, a little bit. Same thing with the pant. I can see the brick in the pant, but it is still too long. But other than that, you look gorgeous. You didn't make too much of an effort. Maybe you were not in the mood. You were like, I'll go, you know, let me go support my friends. Let me go support the cast. And the outfit is by Chloe. I like it. I do like it. I just feel that it had just been tweaked. Alterations will flip that outfit into something else. But other than that, still, I live for it. I do live for it. All right, moving along. We have, let me just see. Aha! We have Tiana Taylor in Saint Laurent menswear. Tiana Taylor also gives me that edge of Grace Jones. She gives me Rihanna. She gives me a little bit of me. Or we're all kind of on the same side. A little bit of crazy. So the outfits are going to be a little bit different. This was fire. I live and love the boots. My God. Live and love them. Live and love them. Saint Laurent did that. I did not know. There's nothing to be said. I love it. I love her hair. She's such a beauty. I love the boots. This was fine. This was very fine. There's nothing to be said. I love it. I love the shawl over it. That's just giving me Akuma Matana, that kind of, you know, black African royalty. And then she's giving me sharp with the tie. As masculine as it is, she brought all of the femininity with the cropped hair, with the thigh boots. This is everything. I'm happy she did this as opposed with black pants and or leggings. I'm happy that she did it with a suit. It's giving me what? It's giving me everything. Okay, we have Cheryl Lee Ralph, and she wore Tony Ward Couture. The color's on point. That burgundy, we live for it. I like this skirt, and had she worn this with a white shirt and just turned up the cuffs, cinched in at the waist, I would have loved it. I would have loved it. And showed the decollage with her hair pulled back, I would have loved it. If this had been a one shoulder, I would have preferred it even more. I think it was giving me granny. It just felt old, like what my I don't know, no, I didn't care for it. But I loved the bottom half of it. And then we have another burgundy Michael B. Jordan in Louis Vuitton. He came with his mother. Loved this. I loved it. It was sharp. Would I have loved him to wear brown shoes and the trouser to be a little bit longer? 100%. But did I like it? I lived for it. With the pink shirt, it was cute. And it set him off. You know, it just gave a lot of color. I thought it was yum, 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 yum. We also have Odesazian of Marty Supreme. And she stepped out wearing OTT. I loved it without the cape. It was too much on a young girl. Or maybe the cape was attached to it, then it's going to be a no for me. It was too much. It was too much fabric. Maybe she liked it. Maybe she felt more comfortable. She's got such a beautiful smile. And she reminds me of Willow Smith. I wasn't a fan of the dress. I tried to like it, but I was excusing it. And it was just, it just felt too much fabric, too much material, which is a direct contrast from Ariana Grande, who also had a lot of fabric. But the good thing with Ariana's own is that it let you see her, whereas this one just wrapped her up like a blanket, and so there was nothing to see. You know, what can I tell you? It is what it is. And of course, our beautiful Kylie, who came to come and support her partner of 3 years, she looked like she was wearing a Versace dress. That looks very Versace to me. And she looked, yes it is. She was wearing Versace as well. And that is it for the Critics' Choice Awards, my darlings. You let me know down in the comment section what were your favorites, and are we excited for red carpet season? All of my love, darlings. I'll see you sooner than later. Mwah.